Dying?
Biggest fear is having fear.
Yeah, I mean, I think until this year especially, I was afraid to, and I still am, I was afraid to really sort of go the hard route with my jumping. And I knew for years what I needed to do to jump higher, and I was sort of afraid to go down that route and have it not work out.
You know, I just failing, I guess. I mean, that's probably pretty.
No,
that's everybody's. But I do want to eventually have a family and kids, and I want to be able to provide and be as good of a parent as I can.
It's always kind of been like just rejection or not being good enough, I guess. But like, and so for me, like with vaulting, I guess my biggest fear would just not be achieving my goals, and
Right.
like not being good enough in that respect. So
this is really funny. Having a baby.
Having a baby?
Yeah. And I'm like, every woman does it, like being pregnant.
Yeah.
It's like my biggest fear in life.
Oh, that's a good one. I think just not being successful. That's a hard part. I just, I put a lot of my pressure to be successful, like in the pole vault, and be successful and try to do everything to the best I can.
Falling short in being a loyal guy. No, I admire loyalty. I admire those who'll stick by who they go with. I know this seems kind of vaulted and maybe pompous, but I'm not scared of the dark. I'm not scared of lions. Necessarily not scared of dying. I'm not scared of risk either. I'm not scared of being broke. I'm not scared of being single. I'm scared of a time coming where I couldn't help out the guy next to me that I cared for.
Because I guess it's just the unknown.
Yeah.
I've never done it, and you just hear people talk about it, but they obviously, it's worth it.
So does the unknown scare you in other things too?
Yeah.
So is it more the unknown or the baby part?
The fear of letting fear get in your head.
Right.
Because fear, there is no such thing as fear.
Yeah,
It's not a physical thing. It's not even like, it's not tangible. It's not like something biological you can find, anything like that. It is basically an idea of something scaring you. A future outcome that is only possible.
Right.
It's not even possible until you make it possible.
I'd say the unknown.
The unknown?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that holding you back in any way?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I can say like I have like fear of the unknown, but I still like go after things.
Right.
Anyway.
I think that's what pole vaulters do in general. They
Yeah.
don't know, but they're gonna jump.
Yeah.
Right. Is it holding you back in any way? This fear of having fear.
No, because I'm learning to accept it and realize that it's
Did it hold you back in the past?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and of course it still will eventually.
Whatever. So I think that fear was in me for a long time and still is, but luckily I think it's going away as I'm sort of figuring it out and
As you're facing
jumping
it,
in
really,
better.
right?
Yeah, facing it.
So as soon as you noticed this fear was happening, it sounds like when you started to face it, that's when it started having less control over you. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that is very fair to say.
And
Yep. Yeah, and like with like traveling the world and stuff, like it's like kind of you never know what you're gonna get.
you almost
when
have to say
you're here.
screw it.
Yeah.
Screw it and do it.
And so I'm like, my heart's always racing when I'm like traveling overseas. Like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen on this trip?
Yeah.
But I still do it.
But you still do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you're always facing that fear.
Yeah.
And have you found that it gets easier as you do that
Yes.
more?
Yes.
So the unknown's not nearly as scary?
Yes.
Has that fear ever held you back, do you think? When friends don't share the same thoughts and you find yourselves not want to. You can't help them because you can't be an enabler. It hurts. It hurts because you want to do everything you can for them, no matter what they're into. And then you find yourself you have to take a step back, and they may feel betrayed, but it's gonna be for their good.
You're a good dude. You
I'm a
help
good
people.
dude?
Yeah, we'll just throw that in there right now. All right, number 3.
Yeah, what's up?
How do you overcome the frustration in the vault? Those times when things aren't going so hot.
Yeah, that's tough. That's really hard. I don't really know the answer to that.
I just punch a wall. No.
It's tough.
So I used to get frustrated a lot when I was younger.
I'm really hard on myself.
Everyone has a bad day. The best thing that I learned was what my coach told me. How good can you be today?
But I put out feelers, you know. I try to surround myself with good people.